Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ellie and I'm a knitwear designer, creator, enthusiast, and I am very excited to be on here talking about my March to April knitting projects. We're going to talk about my finished objects first. First though, very first, I want to talk about these shorts that I'm wearing. These are not a finished item from this last month. These are something that I made last year for my birthday to wear kind of as a part of my outfit, and I made them in September, so that was kind of like getting into more fall, so I only wore them once, and now I'm excited to wear them this spring and summer and fall. And yeah, let me just show you. I just snapped the elastic band that I had in them, so I need to fix that. I literally did that 2 minutes ago, sadly. But yes, these are, you can't even really see, but these are the shorts. Maybe I can move it over this way a little bit. And these are some cotton shorts that I made last year, just with some yarn, some cotton yarn that my mom actually had, and she gave them to me, and I am very grateful. And I do have leftovers, so I might make a matching like tank top or something. Yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to kind of talk about those because I think they deserve a little moment of their own. So we're gonna go into, I don't actually have too much this month to talk about, so this might be a shorter video. We'll see. Maybe I'll just keep talking about it forever. But my first finished object is another pair of shorts. I used some scrap yarn, sort of. I had leftover skeins from 2 sweater projects that I did, and I made some matching shorts for them. Let's see. This is the front. Yeah, I am so happy with how these turned out. This was a project of many firsts. I did my first encased elastic band, which I'm really happy with. And I learned how to do short rows for this project. I came up, if you've knitted shorts before, you might know that it can get kind of like, the shaping is not like fabric. It is so different. And so to have a little more coverage in the back, I did short rows. So you can see, it looks weirder when they're flat, but you can't really tell that much, I think, when I'm wearing them. So yeah, I did some short rows in the back, and then I just did a few in the front. Not too bad. Also, yeah, I have a little confession about these. I knitted them in my normal way that I usually make shorts, and I think just with using, I even took down, I did fewer increases, and it still wasn't, it was still too much, because I think it was because these are, DK weight. This was like a DK weight short. So, yeah, I have like gone in and sewn the extra, you can kind of see that line where I sewed the extra yarn. So that's really good to know because I want to make a lot of DK weight shorts. So now I can kind of have a better reference for just the increases that I need to do. The back is fine because obviously your body is like, you've got your butt to take care of and everything, so you have to shape for that, and then the front is flatter, and so yeah. Let me try these on really quick. These turned out perfectly to what I wanted after I sewed up the front, of course, because there was just way too much extra fabric. I wonder if I can yeah, kind of hard to show off, but these are they. Can you see better back here maybe? So I created these shorts from the same yarn that I used for this sweater, and then this saddle shoulder that I did. So as you can see, these match, and yeah, it was a really fun project. I really enjoyed it. I'm very happy with how it turned out, and I'm really excited to wear these shorts this spring. My next finished item is this short sleeve cardigan. It is a raglan. Again, I did short rows for this, which is very exciting. I went from not knowing how to do raglans to not knowing how to doing a raglan, and then I learned how to do short rows, and now I have this cute little pink cardigan. So I still need to add buttons, which I kind of hate it when people say, like, this is my finished item, but I don't have buttons on it, so, because it's technically not finished, but it is wearable, so I can throw it on over and look at me looking all Easter, spring, and everything. Yeah, this is I did make the neck super tight, which that is just something that I like, but I made it a little bit too tight. So I will be adding buttons, not too many though. I think I'm just gonna add 4, and it's fairly cropped, and I will probably just add 4 here, and it will kind of just sit open at the bottom a little bit, and yeah, like, I don't know, as I'm wearing it, it's very nice. I really like the color. It is a very pink, but also kind of lavendery. I don't know, it just kind of reminds me of like the color that a pink tulip is, so that's why I kind of gravitated towards it. I did kind of struggle with this one on the needles, I will say, because it is very pink, and I feel like I go in like back and forth between wanting, or like my projects go back and forth between being like super colorful and then more neutral, and then super colorful again and then more neutral, and so this project made me crave something a little bit more neutral, but it's still really cute. I chose to do more of a 2x2 rib, just very small ribbing, and yeah, I did the ribbing a little too tight, but it should relax a little bit more. And I did the raglan with like a thicker band, which I actually really like. I think that is like such a nice look. I constantly see, you know, like very thin raglan bands, or I don't know, the increase is super thin, like maybe 1 or 2 stitches, but having it be 3 I think gives it like a really interesting look, and I really like that. So I knit this on some baby kid yarns. It's like an acrylic blend, I think, and it was knit on 6mm needles, and no, 4mm needles, and it was a pretty quick project. I think I finished this in like a little over a week, and yeah, that's like basically it. Here are the buttons that I'm thinking of doing, if you can see that. And so it'll just be, it's very small, but it's just like a pink, and it matches like pretty well, sort of. I don't know, it's kind of like a little orangier, but that's okay. So that's the button choice, and that is my second finished item. And actually, that's my last finished item. I didn't have anything else. So, moving on to works in progress. I have a behemoth of a work in progress. I am currently knitting a giant tapestry for our wall. There's a spot in our kitchen slash, yeah, it's like the stairs to the basement. There's like a wall there that I am making this tapestry for, and I'll insert a picture up here of what the plan is. It is my first like intarsia project, and it is going slowly because it is very large and the intarsia work is kind of a lot. It's constantly very tangled, I would say. Alright, I just zoomed out. Hopefully the lighting is a little better. That is something I guess I'm going to be battling with today. So here is this intarsia project. It is very tangled. This is it so far. I'm trying to just fit it on this one small thing, but you can tell that it is it's a lot longer than this, and it's kind of folded up a little bit, but I've been working on it slowly but surely, and there's kind of a flatter version. Yeah, there's really not much to say about this. I'm using just like large acrylic yarn. A lot of this I got from the Joann's sale I kind of talked about in my last episode, and it's tough to work with, I would say, and I'm just trying to I'm not forcing myself, but I have a goal to do like 2 rows a day, which I have not been very good at, but some days I do like 7 rows, so it's all balanced out so far. I am very excited for it. It's gonna be huge, but yeah, it is just kind of difficult to work with, and the yarn, like constantly managing the tangles and whatnot, is kind of rough. This is kind of what, if you can see, I'm just like constantly working with, and like, yeah, it is what it is, but it'll be amazing when it's done. That's just going to be kind of my summer project, because I don't need like as many clothes as I have been working on. Like I just don't need that much. So I figured, why not just make something for our home. This is my last work in progress. I have just joined in the round for a t-shirt or maybe a tank top. I don't know yet. This is in full cotton yarn. Yes, this is full 100% cotton, super soft, super nice. I'm knitting this on 4.5mm needles, and yeah, I've just joined in the round, and it's been really nice so far. These are the colors. I'm just doing a 4-row stripe, which I've sort of been enjoying it, but it is quite the... One thing is I kind of wish I made the stripes a little bit thicker, because I am not in love with all the tassels that are, all the ends that are just there, and it's been like, you can kind of see, it's been incredibly like overstimulating and kind of frustrating, I would say, to have them just be there. And I have yeah, I kind of wish I did thicker stripes, but it's okay because it looks pretty fun, I would say. And it's gonna be like a nice t-shirt. Super soft and nice and breathable for the summer. And yeah, I am like super excited with it. The idea is that I will do a white what's it called? Stockinette neckline, and then probably do like white stockinette rolled necklines for the body and then the sleeves as well. And yeah, I don't have too much more to say about this. The back is a little bit different because I thought that I wanted to do this pattern first, but then I decided that this looked a lot more balanced, and I decided to leave this in as like a little quirk, I guess, because it's kind of on the back shoulder, and it will, I don't know, it'll just be a little kind of interesting thing. I don't know, maybe it looks terrible, but I'm fine with it. So yeah, that is that, I guess. I don't really have very many acquisitions, and I have nothing to show for it today, but I did make a little drops cotton order for some plans that I have coming up. I would love to make a colorwork t-shirt and matching shorts for the summer. I have like a red and kind of like a wheat color planned for that, and I would love to do just like a band right here after joining in the round, do a band of color work in some sort of like nostalgic 80s type or maybe even 90s type motif, I guess, like or something very summery. Kind of some ideas that I have right now are like a repeating shell pattern, or a sailboat, or kind of like one of those like squiggly suns that they have on that, like from clothes more back in the day, or yeah, more like a squiggly sun. And then I don't know, or like waves, something very like beach themed, obviously very summer. And yeah, that's like, and then just like tank tops and stuff that I have planned. I am finally gonna break out my cotton merino and use that from Holsgarn, and or no, my Hurtigarn, and cotton merino. And then I've just kind of been trying to slow down because I don't want to just produce. Like I want to find like a happy medium of working on these projects, like of not wanting just the product but also the project aspect of it. So yeah, I'm trying to kind of slow myself down, and I think that's been really nice. The cotton yarn that I got is like sport weight, so that will be knit on smaller needles, which will take up quite a bit of time, hopefully, and I'm very happy about that. That was a very deliberate choice that I made. Yeah, I am trying to make things that are very wearable and that I will love to wear and gravitate towards during the summer. The goal is kind of to just always be wearing something that I've knit, and just like not really I haven't been purchasing clothes at all, which has been super nice. And yeah, that's just kind of like where I'm at. I love the process of like designing and creating all this stuff. So anyway, that is pretty much all for today, I think. Let me know what you're knitting on as always. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!